Phase 23.
Phase 23. Hopefully this one goes more smoothly than the last couple have gone.
Well,
but
you're more hopeful than I am, Mike.
Our fuel margins are not nearly as thin for the rest of this mission.
No.
In fact, we get to make a decision about whether to, pork chop home or home on home based on how things are going. So
pork chop home.
I hope we can too, but there's the options there if things go poorly.
All right, so we're gonna start going through phase operations here.
Yep.
So and just a double check also for MechJeb menus, you've got orbit info.
Orbit, yep.
Delta V.
Yep.
Smart.
Yep.
And maneuver planner.
Correct.
All right, cool. All right, so control from either top cupola.
Okay. I think this is the one with me. No, that's Matt. I'll do it for me just in case it matters. Control from here.
All right.
Done.
Set smart to radial out.
Set smart to radial out.
And force roll equals 90 degrees.
Okay, I will get that ready for once we are aligned. We need to be careful because these things are just attached by a single decoupler.
Yeah, I can see.
At this point,
so that would be kind of potential structural.
So basically, we're aligning ourselves. That's pretty close to 90 already, honestly. We're just aligning ourselves so that we kind of shoot these things away from us in the safest way we think we can. So I think we're set.
All right.
Looks good. So go ahead and decouple the stages,
Yeah,
right?
decouple stack separator as well as transfer stage if still attached, but we don't have the transfer stage attached.
Right? We do. These are the transfer
those
stage.
are the transfer stage.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'll start with the transfer stage. Transfer stage 1 is decoupled. Second one is decoupled. And then the other thing was the stack separator.
Yeah.
It's this. I'm pretty sure it's this one.
Stack separator. It doesn't say. Let me see. It's got to be that.
It's got to be. There's no way. Yeah, there's no way we're.
There's no other coupler. Okay. That was cool.
Okay, we're good.
All right. Okay. Set smart to prograde.
Okay.
With force roll equals 0.
Okay. And then I think we can do our pre-phase that we had to skip. Is that soon or?
It's coming up.
Okay.
So stage the engines.
Let me. Oh, docking mode. Get out of that. Okay. I'd prefer to do the pre-phase now.
All right. So line up Laythe and Jool.
No, the stages.
Oh yeah. Verify stages 4 is engines.
Okay. 4 is yep. Okay.
All right.
I just wanted to do that before staging the engines. Make sure there wasn't supposed to be something else.
That's probably smart.
So all right, staging the engines. Engines are staged.
Okay. So go to map view.
Map view.
We're looking for. So line up Laythe and Jool.
Okay, and then we need to.
And when ship is halfway from the edge of Laythe to the center marker, prior to periapsis or to center, basically. Throttle up and burn at full power until Laythe escape is achieved.
Okay, so before we do that, let me just put that into other terms so we all know what we're doing here. All right, so everything MechJeb wants to do right now to get us home is garbage.
Yeah,
it's insane amounts of delta V. It's inefficient in terms of time. It's just all insane. So we're going to do a little custom maneuver here that we're going to have to fly by hand, which is basically something that was kind of found just by trial and error. And a little intuition, maybe. So we're basically gonna orbit back around, and when we're about halfway before we're aligned, so like align these two align the moon and the planet, and then when we're halfway across this half of Laythe, so a quarter of the way across Laythe from this view, we're then gonna throttle up. That's basically gonna shoot us out with all of Laythe's velocity into a roughly circular orbit around Jool. And then we're just going to do a few maneuvers to get us in a safe altitude that we can burn to go home from.
Yep.
All right. And this is basically going to let us burn to go home in about 2,000 delta V instead of the 3,500 plus that MechJeb would do if we followed its standard conventions right now. So let's go ahead and do that.
All right. So we're looking for that spot.
Yep.
Where we divide out Laythe. On the left side, we're looking halfway between.
Halfway before we're fully aligned,
right.
Or a quarter of the way across, however you want to look at it.
I think I finally have that concept down.
Yep, it's just a little cheat to get us in a somewhat circular orbit and retain all of our velocity that we have.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're currently traveling along at Laythe's velocity. And we're going to actually... I'll start out in regular view. I'm going to switch back from map view when we get aligned. Yeah, we're well clear of everything else. All right. Okay, and we're the trailing one. Oh yeah, that's the shuttle that we couldn't properly deorbit. Oops.
Cool. We almost got our flag again. Except it's the opposite.
Odyssey shuttle ship. Odyssey shuttle. Okay, we're definitely this one.
Yeah.
I don't know if it says to rename this, but this got like renamed. So oh, because
we renamed it, I think, when we were separating the ships out over Laythe.
Yeah, it's because we're controlling from a different place.
Yeah, Odyssey shuttle ship.
I'm just gonna do that because I'm terrified I'm gonna
Just
align with the wrong thing.
Yeah, have the wrong ship. All right, how are we looking at our alignment here?
Okay.
Looks like we're getting close.
Yeah, we're nearly there. So just a little bit more warp forward. All right, I'd say we're there. All right, so I'm just burning until we escape while
Yep.
facing prograde.
Yep.
All right.
Throttle up and burn at full power until Laythe escape is achieved.
All right, here we go. Max thrust.
Max thrust.
That's a lot.
Too much going on.
Let's just give us the connection nodes. And I have no idea how long this burn lasts, so...
Yeah, because we're just waiting until we get out stream influence, right?
Yeah. I think it's just a minute or two.
So hopefully our orbit is below Laythe.
Yep. It has been every time. I've just still got some old instructions there for what happens if you don't do this as precisely as...
Yeah.
Because you can technically do this anywhere,
see.
it's just going to shoot you out in a different orbit. Sometimes you got to do some different stuff before you can return home.
Small dish.
Are we going to hit it?
If we end up flying past small dish, it's kind of fun. If we hit it, then that's just astronomically bad luck, and we'll just have to accept that as death. That is defeat.
Alright, we're getting pretty close here. We're going to start throttling down as we approach. It's about 3.1 or so, 3.2. Okay, we're out. Throttling back down.
Looks like we're in the good orbit.
Yep.
Thank God. All right, set smart to off,
Smart is off.
and then warp it forward until outside the Laythe SOI.
All right.
Goodbye,
Goodbye,
Laythe.
Laythe.
Let's watch.
Oh, you want to watch from here? All right.
I would say, come on. The Kerbals spent a long time on this little planet, and they went through years of journey. Have to fucking appreciate it.
Our tiny little blob leaving.
Goodbye.
Yep. So you can see
Served us well.
the return ship is not quite as large and luxurious as the ship that came here, but still, you can have a couple different pods here for sleeping quarters and rec and all kinds of stuff. So
Yeah. I think the rec room was on the other ship, though. Unfortunately, we lost the foosball team.
maybe there were two. There were two rec rooms.
Jesus Christ, 2 rec rooms, man.
Yeah. Well, now they're down to 1.
What a shame.
So we got like living quarters here and here. We got like a galley and then a rec room.
Don't we need somewhere for like lathe rocks and shit? And
No, we're not bringing anything back. We couldn't fit anything else in the coffin, Matt. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
that's fair. Forgot about
We
the
ran out of
coffin.
fuel just getting ourselves up.
Yeah, that almost turned into the literal coffin. That thing needs to be renamed
The
as
little coffin that could.
the little coffin that could. I think we got a new name for that shuttle if we ever reuse it. The little coffin.
I
that
think I like it
could.
too much to never reuse it.
Yeah, no, we will reuse it on the next mission.
Whenever we decide that we
It won't be for a while.
yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna go to map view because this is. Yeah. All right, map view. Let's just get out of here.
All right, so we are out. We're still not out of SOI. Okay,
Nope.
we are moving our way out. It was cool to see Laythe go away. Look at our little. We still left our station down there though. We've got a base.
Yep.
Got a base on Laythe.
Yeah. There's more to be done. The rovers are controllable. You know.
Yeah,
The base is controllable.
Everything is there.
Just no more people.
Nope. Well, Kerbals.
And heck, if we can refuel the shuttle, you can even do something with that.
No, fuck that.
Apparently.
Fuck that thing. It's done. We'll
We
get
like
another
the design, but that particular one tried to fail us.
Yeah, just that particular. The design is amazing. It's a cool looking shuttle, but fuck that particular shuttle.
All right, we're almost out. And we're out.
All right, so if orbit is somewhere between Laythe and Talent, perform steps 9 and 10, but we're not there.
Yep,
If orbit's
so we're
below
skipping
Laythe,
that.
we're going to be going
It
to
is.
step 11.
Step 11.
So for step 11, maneuver planner.
Yep.
Change periapsis.
Change periapsis. I've forgotten where everything is again.
Add apoapsis.
Add apoapsis.
New periapsis is 16,000 kilometers.
1600. Oh,
3 zeros, not the 2.
16000.
All right, auto warping gauge.
Yep.
Tolerance is 0.1.
Okay.
Lead time's 10 seconds.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna create and execute.
Create and execute. Oh, and cool. That's right there. Awesome.
Damn. 9-minute wait.
But I mean, just see, like, it threw us out in an orbit with an eccentricity of 0.1. Like,
That's not bad.
yeah.
So circularizing will be easy.
Yeah, and we only need like 100 delta V to get a circular Julian orbit, and then we can just pork chop straight home from
Yeah,
here.
we're gonna have a shit ton of delta V left.
Yeah.
Looking pretty good.
This
Kerbals.
little maneuver is why we can do this mission.
Yeah, no, this was a cool maneuver. Cool maneuver. It almost feels like the old KSP before MechJet.
Yeah.
You know, when you used to just fucking fly it by hand. I figured it out.
And 16K is not anything special other than it's low enough for Laythe not to hit us. But if we're pork chopping, we're going home in like 2 orbits anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So doesn't really matter. All right, that maneuver is done.
All right, now we're gonna circularize.
Okay.
At
Maneuver
periapsis.
planner, circularize. At periapsis. Yep.
Auto warp.
Yep.
Tolerance 0.1.
Yep.
Lead time 10 seconds.
Good.
All right.
We're going to create and execute that, correct?
Create and execute.
Alrighty. All right, so 133.
So both nodes combined should be under 500 meters per second. Definitely.
Yeah, it was like under 200.
Yeah.
But we're way under, so that bodes well for the pork chop option because the 500 leaves us with pretty much just home on to come home.
Yep.
Because I think we can get that done in about 1700.
Okay, so we can actually do pork. If we were above 500, we'd have to do home on, basically.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Or like even close to that might be a kind of a limit on it.
Oh, all
But-
right.
Oh,
So
we can watch this new little ship do its burn.
we get to see some of the other moons.
Oh yeah, which all look ridiculously close compared to how close they really are.
Yeah, right. Oh, we got a little base. Nice to be able to visit those moons at some point.
Oh, Kim looks like she's having the most fun now.
Does she now? Oh yeah. Okay, she's dancing.
Yeah, she's like
dancing.
Yeah.
We both.
Or she's like, "Oh my God, we're gonna die!"
Yeah.
One of those two.
Both of us have just accepted death.
Yep.
If that's the case.
All right. Eccentricity 0. Yeah, we got a really good orbit.
All right. Verify apoapsis and periapsis are both within ranges defined in step 9A. Yeah.
Yep, which is
Less
than 16K.
16K. Where are we at?
We're less than 16. We're like right at 16K.
We're at 16.
So
It should be less than or equal to.
yeah.
All right, verify episodes. Okay, we're good. And
But I mean, you can
that's-
see. Remember, our satellites are at, the maximum sphere of influence. You
Right,
can see we're
we're
pretty
out of
well
it.
below it.
We're out of
There
it.
was a lot of tolerance built into the 16. So
Yep. Okay, that completes phase 23. We are at phase 24, Mike.
all right, I can sense that we're almost done here.
Oh, I am done.
So am I.
Welcome back. Oh, we're both done.
We got this though. We got this.
We'll get through.
We're
this.
just our lives were shortened by a year playing this playthrough. is
Yeah,
all,
maybe
so-
yours by about 5.
Maybe.
I hope not. I hope not. Phase operations in map view. Select Kerbin as target.
Oh, that's music to my ears.
Oh, let's go home.
How far out will I have to zoom?
That's a good question.
Set as
All right.
target.
All right, maneuver planner. Advanced transfer to another planet.
Advanced transfer. Oh, also we'll say
Advanced.
we've already determined we're probably doing the pork chop selection to go
I
home.
think we will. I mean, we have read through this. I've gotten briefed in the fact that the Kerbals might black out.
No, they're going to black out. The Kerbals will black out if we pork chop
so
home.
the only problem right now is to know if that they will come back to life after they blacked out.
They usually do,
All right, so we'll,
but we just can't control the ship for a little while.
they've been in space for several years. I think at this point,
and
all
we've
their
got
families have moved on.
We've got a parachute only landing, so like we should be okay.
That's true.
It's just we'd suggest them to like a brief moment of like 20 something G's.
Yeah, they might rip their organs out, but it's fine.
So all right, so we're doing this one.
We're doing pork chop.
We're doing pork
We're
chop.
doing pork chop.
All right.
I think they would rather get home faster and potentially die
Probably.
than
All
deal
right.
with another 5
Yep.
years.
All right, advanced transfer to
All
another
right,
planet.
maneuver planner, advanced transfer to another planet, pork chop selection,
Yep.
ASAP.
Okay.
All right, periapsis of 80 kilometers.
Yep.
Auto warp.
Yep.
Engaged. Tolerance 1 meters per second.
Set.
Lead time 30 seconds.
Set.
All right. So let's see.
Pork chop selection. Pork chop selection. Okay, what do we got? Okay, we wanted departure is on the x-axis, so we want to stay very close to the left here. And we generally are shooting for about a 2-year transit.
Yeah, we're looking at 2 years, 24 days there. At 1.8, we've got enough.
Departure in 2 days.
2,500. I'd say go for that.
Okay, we'll lock that in.
All right. Create node.
Create node.
Utilities.
Utilities. Okay,
Out of stage. Pre.
Okay.
0 seconds.
Yep.
Post. 0 seconds.
Yep.
Stop at stage 3.
Stopping at stage 3. That's set.
All right. If node is in less than 7 days, execute node.
It is.
It is. If more extend panels, no, we don't have to do that. So we're executing the node.
Okay, let me just make sure that we do have absolutely plenty of electric. Yep, we can do that.
All right, guys.
Here we go. Yep, execute next node.
You have to see what the final mission duration was once we land.
Yeah.
Bye, Jool.
48 we could have done a couple of days better than that, but
It's fine.
yeah, it's too late now. We already locked it in.
Yeah, this is it, man.
Yeah,
Only
this was
2-day
like-
wait.
Yeah. I mean, that's the beauty of pork chop. It's just like,
Yeah,
we
you
leave
don't-
it now.
Right. We don't have to wait 6 years for the optimal home and transfer window.
Like, a home on is a nice, like, semicircular. Well, it's semicircular, kind
well,
of.
yeah, the transfer.
This is
portion,
just
yeah.
like, there's the target, go that way.
Yeah, literally, it's like point and shoot instead in comparison to wait for your nice little half circle to get to your higher orbit or
Yeah.
lower orbit.
And it, honestly, coming back from Jool, it hardly even uses any more Delta V. Like, I think our most efficient would have been like 1800 something. So
Oh,
we're only
so it's
using
only
an
100
additional
more.
like 100.
It's just that our approach speed's gonna be high.
Yep.
Sorry, Kerbals, but
Oh,
we get home early.
Right, we had a 30-second lead time to put those panels back. I should have said if we don't have panels out to adjust that to 10
Yeah,
seconds.
well, because we assume that
But-
usually it's not going to be less than 7 days.
All right. Well, I'd say let's just one last time enjoy a nice little burn. All right, burn has ended,
Excellent.
and we're drifting aimlessly
And
through
we're gonna
space
be
now,
looking for a Kerbin encounter.
looking for a Kerbin encounter, which is a lot harder to get than a Jool encounter.
Uh-oh, we've
Uh-oh.
got a
Oh,
encounter
with
Tylo.
Of course it's Tylo.
So that will change us. We do not have a Kerbin, or do we have a counter with Kerbin?
It's not showing us anything
So we have to
because
wait.
we have an escape, or we have an encounter first.
Yeah. How close are we to Tylo?
I'm going to see if it shows anything here.
No.
It does not. It's not rendering anything about our
Yeah.
orbit, so we're just going to have to deal with this.
I mean, we've got enough. We've got not a ton of Delta V, yes. 599.
I mean, eyeballing this, it doesn't look like it changes us all that much. It's hard to tell. I mean, that's pretty much a straight line. Tylo can do a lot worse.
Yeah, I'd say we just have to. I mean, the only other option we don't really have any other options other than just deal with it because we can't.
Yeah, we have to deal with
Yeah.
it. Unless we crash into it, we have to deal with or like if it really affected something, we could deal with it. But this is
Yeah.
fine
Yeah,
in the grand scheme.
Let's see where it ends up.
We do just have to be careful warping out of here is all. Which is shit. I moved ahead of myself.
Yeah.
We have an encounter to be aware of.
Yeah.
So we'll note that, and what's the next step?
Verify no collisions.
No collisions. That is
So
correct.
we have no collision, and extend antennas and panels.
All right. And we can finally use this if it works. Oh, yay, this works. So we'll toggle antennas, and our signal strength should shoot through the roof. 72.
That's
Alrighty.
good.
That's
Activate
good.
lights and transfer crew to the long-term pods.
Just for
So we
that
got-
good old realism.
We got a 2-year voyage, guys.
You're in someone. I'm in here. Okay. Transfer me there, and Kim's already in here somewhere. Yeah, she's still on board, so that's good. We put her in the right place before.
Good, good. She didn't end up.
I legit
she's
don't
not
know if I
floating in
checked
space
before
somewhere.
just now.
No, we checked earlier that she was on board. We just didn't know. We couldn't fucking find her. We knew she was somewhere within these. It's like she wasn't EVAing outside. We didn't just.
I know, but like I never. I knew we knew it then, but I never actually checked after we separated.
Oh.
That's all I'm saying.
Well, we won't tell Kim about that. All right, shut down stage 3 engines.
All right, shutting down stage 3 engines. Engines are shut down.
Disable out of stage.
Yeah, that's good. Disable out of
That's
stage.
why it's in the checklist.
That's one of those things that I don't remember, and then wonder why my ship is tearing itself apart as we do stuff. It's like where did my fuel picks go?
All right, so we're gonna warp to the edge of the Jool SOI.
Carefully, because we
we're
have
gonna-
a moon encounter,
Yeah, we've got an
and we
encounter
don't
here.
need that anymore. So I'm gonna clear my screen a little
Let's
bit.
see where this puts us.
Okay, and we're just gonna go carefully forward here. I presume we probably want to look at the flyby as it happens.
Oh yeah. So we're going over. Yeah, we're pretty far out. I think this literally is at the very edge of its sphere
Oh
of
yeah,
influence.
it's curving us down more than anything.
I mean, that'll still affect us a little bit.
Oh, that's still 5 minutes out.
Well, I guess we'll see what happens.
I'll just go at warp 3 and we'll just...
There it is. Looks a lot like all the other moons.
Yeah.
Actually, has maybe some like volcanic activity or something.
Yeah, it's also super dense. Like, this is how you do gravity assists when you're coming in here.
Oh.
If you don't do what we did, you can do
You
a
can
gravity
just
assist to
tell.
get a circular orbit. And
So
then
that's
hold
why
on.
we're hitting the
to
sphere of
Laythe.
influence so far out.
Yeah. It's... We actually have gotten lucky that we usually don't encounter it while we're leaving,
Damn.
honestly. Also, are we in its... Yeah, we're in it, so I can go faster. That's a little bit better. And how long is this going to take? Hour and 15.
You dense little bastard.
I mean, from here, it actually looks like it's reasonable that we're caught in its gravity well.
Yeah, no, I mean, it is pretty close.
I just wish it wasn't also visually glitching and not showing us our trajectory.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's just a thing. I just swear it used to be able to do that.
I don't think it could ever show it.
I
If
thought
you
it did.
have
I
an
thought it
encounter.
showed you your orbit after an encounter. I should just let warp do its thing. Okay, so that's good. So now we can go fast.
Yep, and we'll see what our encounter with Kerbin looks like.
Yeah, we can't do any correction burns with MechJeb until we're out of the SOI at this point anyway. So here we go. And I'll just let that do its own thing. It's really just the MechJeb warp that we need to worry about. This knows to adjust itself before traversing SOIs.
Okay, so it looks like...
All right, we have exited the SOI.
Alright. That ends phase 24.
All right,
Phase 25, Mike.
all right.
Phase 25.
Phase 25 of
We're-
27, which we may not have ever mentioned before now.
Oh yeah, there are 27 phases. So this phase, we are going to do our correction birds to get into Kerbin's orbit, right?
Well, we have an encounter. It's rather large. Thanks a lot, Tylo.
Oh, yeah,
Or it's a high periap, so we
Yeah,
need
we-
to
we
adjust.
did
We would
get-
need to adjust anyway,
Yeah, we
but
hit sphere
we
benefits
definitely
and
need to
Tylo.
adjust this time.
Yep.
So, yep.
So
let's-
we're getting to Kerbin. We're way the fuck out, but we do have an encounter. So that's all
Yep.
that mattered. And now we're gonna get closer. Maneuver planner. Fine tune closest approach.
fine tuning a closest approach.
Final periapsis is 100 kilometers.
100 kilometers.
Out of warp.
Yep.
Tolerance is 0.1.
0.1. Yep.
Lead time is 60 seconds.
That seems excessive, but okay.
That's what you got here. Man.
I know.
Create node
Creating node.
and verify a low delta V. Why is it red? Oh, we haven't turned on our engines.
Yeah. Still at.
We have to.
Oh, and it's right now. That's why.
Oh.
Okay. Remove. Okay. I created the node. What
All right.
next?
Well, we have to execute the node.
Okay, so my engines are supposed to be on.
Yeah, they were never. We didn't have a step to activate them there.
Activate engines. Engines are activated.
All right.
Creating node.
Execute node.
Execute node. Dang it.
Eh.
Why can't... Oh, son of a... I'll get
What?
this right eventually.
Oh.
Okay, we have control again. Alright, remove that. We'll try it again. This time with everything properly in place.
Yeah.
I feel like I forgot a lot of the details
Yeah, I think
on
you
this
just
one.
kind of give up on these.
Okay.
This particular section.
I think I blinked and we missed it, but
yeah,
it
no,
did the burn.
it happened. After time warp, protect panels and antennas. Activate stage 3 engines.
There really wasn't anything that it did. I kind of want to just do another one and see what it does.
0.
0. Okay, remove. All right, I guess we'll just. Well, that's just. How close is that going to get us? That took us down to 272 kilometers. That's pretty good.
That's close.
It's a heck of a lot better than the 9,000 it was before.
Yep.
So.
Okay, stuff is a little out of order here. So activate stage 3 engines. Should be up there.
Oh, okay. I see what happened. That assumed that the burn was going to be like a ways in the future, and so we were just going to kind of cruise through space in a like with panels open and antennas out. It didn't anticipate a burn immediately,
Okay.
so that's why stuff's out of order. So we already did that stuff. So go ahead and
All right.
proceed on.
So turn off lights after burn. Extend solar panels, antennas, deactivate engines, and turn on lights.
Okay. I'm gonna kill that movement. So put all that back out.
Yep. Deactivate the engines. Lights are already on.
Yep. It's good.
Okay. Verify Kerbin periapsis is under 400 kilometers.
It is actually.
All right.
I believe. Let me go back and
Double
just be
check.
272
yep.
kilometers.
Warp
Yep.
forward, so there's between 200 and 225 days before the Kerbin encounter.
Okay.
Oh wait. If so, skip to step 11. Sorry. So we don't need to do that.
Okay.
We were already under 400 kilometers. Warp forward to T-1 day from Kerbin SOI.
Okay. SOI transition. Keeps looking like soul transition. Like I want the O to be capitalized. Like I know of's a preposition in that, but okay. 1 day lead time.
1 day.
1 day
T
lead
minus
time.
1 day.
All right.
And that's
Warp.
the end
And this is
of-
going to take a minute, so we'll probably just leave this on map view. Map view or not map view?
Not bad view.
Not map view. We're going to have no idea when it's done.
That's fine.
It's fine that we won't know.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. You can go back to map view, man.
Okay.
It's easier that way.
All right. Here we go.
Warp.
All right. Looks like we're coming out of our warp.
And are we there?
Oh, and there we
are. There's Kerbin.
That's the fastest I've ever found a planet in my life.
Yep. There's Kerbin.
All right. So we're about 1 day outside the sphere of influence of Kerbin. All right. That warp is done.
All right, that ends our phase.